I, like many people, like Spider-Man.
There's only one of me in all the world. I am one in a quillion.
I don't know if I've ever met someone who can't confidently say Spider-Man's sick. Like, everything about him is just cool. He's relatable. He makes you feel like you can do something. Whether you're reading comics about him or watching a movie or watching a show, Spider-Man is cool. Now, that doesn't mean he doesn't have his flaws and a few not so good movies. Or some shows that just didn't hit right. And God knows there's a lot of comics. That means there's a lot of bad comics. But I am tired of the slander on the Ultimate Spider-Man show.
Flash Thompson, I'm your biggest fan. Let me help, bro.
Definitely, bro. Step in.
Now what?
Wait for my signal. Jump out and we'll surround them. Remember, wait for my signal.
I love that show. It taught me who Spider-Man is. It introduced me to the character that everyone loves. I know when you ask someone their favorite Spider-Man show, they're gonna say Spectacular Spider-Man. Or maybe the OG Spider-Man animated series. And both of those are great shows. But to be honest, when I'm asked that question, I say the Ultimate Spider-Man show. No matter how many critiques it gets, I still love it, and I'm here to defend it. I will say it has its problems. Like every piece of media out there, you can't say there's a perfect piece of media. So I will point out some of the problems that Ultimate Spider-Man has, but those problems don't outweigh the goods in my opinion. One of those problems is some of the jokes fall flat.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
It happens with everything. A joke is not gonna hit with every single person every single time. But let's take in mind it's Spider-Man, and if you don't know who Spider-Man is, he's a teenage kid who's a nerd and likes science. Obviously his jokes are not gonna be funny 100% of the time. Another problem, some characters I wish got fleshed out more. I wish we got to see more of their character and more of their experiences and more of their journey through the world that this show has built us. And to be honest, that's about all the bads I can think of. I'm sure there's more, and you all can tell me in the comments all the more of the bads. But let's talk about the goods now. The fourth wall breaks are funny.
You ever pull a stunt like that again, I will personally blah 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 blah.
This goes on for like 5 minutes, so let's check me rocking a jetpack again.
I don't care who tells me they're not. They're funny. People think, oh, Spider-Man don't do fourth wall breaks. That's Deadpool, that's She-Hulk. In this show, Spider-Man does fourth wall breaks, and they're funny. They hit. I see him do that, it gives me either exposition or a funny joke. I like the fourth wall breaks, and I'm here for them. Next, let's talk about the animation. Because the animation in this show, let's be honest, is peak. I have not seen an animated Spider-Man show with this quality of animation. Now, you could say what made me fall in love with this show was nostalgia, because I watched it when I was younger. It taught me who Spider-Man was. But still, looking back on it, I'm rewatching it right now, a lot of the scenes make me really know who Spider-Man is. It's a good reflection of Spider-Man's character, and I like it. Some people have gripes on the story and say that it's just not as fleshed out as other Spider-Man shows and their stories. But when looking over it, it gives me a new and refreshing view on a lot of the key characters we see in Spider-Man. Venom, instead of being from space, is actually development from Spider-Man's DNA. Doc Ock was injured in an accident, and his tentacles aren't just connected to his back, but they're really a suit that he wears that were actually made by Norman Osborn. And talking about Norman Osborn, the way they introduce Green Goblin and the way they animate Green Goblin, I think fits so well, and it's such a refreshing take on him. But let's not just talk about the villains, let's talk about the heroes. In the show, we see Spider-Man, obviously. But it's not just Spider-Man. During the first half of the show, he's teamed up with a team of new teenage superheroes that need guidance, and Spider-Man has been at it for a year now and is able to give them real hands-on experience. Towards the latter half of the show, we see less of that original team and we see more of Spider teams. We get characters like Agent Venom, Iron Spider, Scarlet Spider, Miles Morales. We get a lot of new takes on classic Spider-Man. Also, just wanted to note, Miles Morales is voiced by Donald Glover, which I don't know if any of you know, but that's a huge thing.
Okay, don't freak out.
And that's it for this video. I just wanted to express my love for Ultimate Spider-Man and hope people can see it from the light that I see it in a little bit more. Thanks for watching.